Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellums, Griniflix Adventure 8. Welcome to another video. Today's video is, it's a camera. It's a new pre-loved camera and lens. It's in the bag here, and it's something that I've been looking at ever since I got into Leica gear some 5 years ago, just before COVID actually. So I went to my favorite cameraman, a Leica dealer here in Sydney. Also, his name's Peter. He had one for sale and it was irresistible. Here it is. Yep, it's green. Now, what's so special about a green camera? Well, I am Griniflix Adventure 8, Greenie. My surname, Zellums, but actually it is Latvian, it's pronounced Zellums. And it means green, so I needed a green camera. I do have the Leica Q2 reporter, which is also green, and I've always been looking at the Safari cameras that Leica has made over the years, whether they be film cameras or digital cameras. So when I found out that Peter had a Safari M10P with a 50mm Summicron lens, I thought this is too good to pass up. So today's video is just a quick review on this combination of camera and lens. Right, so what I've got here, this is looking pretty damn good, as if I say so myself. I've got a nice case here. This is Luigi case, handmade. And if you don't know about Luigi, Italian manufacturer for Leica accessory cases and bags, and their website is luigicases.com. A link will be there in the video. And also I have a Leica strap on this, which also came with the camera, a leather strap, and that matches quite well with the case. Oh, just a quick note while you're watching this video, I'm not sure whether you knew, but I'm associated with a number of companies, and those companies can provide discounts to my viewers and subscribers. So all you need to do is go to adventure8.com.au, just click on the website. Yes, just go shop discounts and you find all the different companies that I'm associated with. So for example, SWYFTX, so you can set up a crypto exchange and get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. iTECHWORLD for camping, lithium batteries, backup systems for your home. REDTIGER for dash cams, Vamos electric bikes, and all sorts of different discount levels are available, and there are discount codes associated with each one of those, whether it be Adventure 8 or something else. So just go to the website. Hope you can take advantage of the discounts, and back to the video. The great thing about the Luigi cases is it's got a bit of a handle there, so I don't really need the thumb support that a lot of people like to use. And if I want to just take photographs and not do the review, well, it's got a case cover at the back here. If I want to do the review and get access to all my Duvile keys or my function keys here, then I can just undo that. So that's why I like using the Luigi cases on my M cameras. Okay, but how does the camera look? I can take this case off, and voila, it looks pretty damn good. It's green, yes, as you can see. It is called Safari, and being Adventure 8, and I go on safaris in Central Australia, this matches up very well with who I am and what I like to do. So it's a good combination. I do have the M11, and that is 60 megapixel. M10P is a 24 megapixel camera. I have done videos in the past around 2 megapixels matter, and yes, it gives you an opportunity to crop in, but in most cases, anything over 24 is just a bonus. So 24 megapixel is fine as far as I'm concerned. I do have the M10R, which is glossy black paint, and that is 40 megapixel. And I also do have the M10 monochrome, which is also 40 megapixel. So I'm familiar with the M10 cameras. You know, there's a few differences here and there. The M10P, the advantage of the M10P over the M10 is it's got a quieter shutter. I think it's the same shutter as the M10R. From a cosmetic point of view, from a looks point of view, absolute fantastic satisfaction. 50mm focal length is also one of my favorite focal lengths, and I have a whole bunch of 50mm Leica lenses, from Noctilux 0.95 to the Noctilux 1, vintage lens, the 1.2 reissued lens, and of course the Simulux 1.4, an older version, chrome version, but not a Summicron 50. That's one I haven't had. So this actually adds to that combination of lenses that I have. The Summicron is always a favorite lens for a lot of people, whether it be 35 or 50 or 90. F2 gives you that shallow depth of field, but also gives you that high definition as well across the entire image. So the Summicron 50mm is a good match for the Safari body. The 50 Safari lens is a unique lens. Apparently only 500 of these lenses were made worldwide. There is a 28mm and there is a 90mm Summicron, Apo Summicron, that is also available in Safari. Apparently the 90 is very rare and the 28 is more common, but also in limited supply. So maybe I might be able to get those lenses one day as well. So I'm going to take this camera around the harbour. That's where I am, Sydney Harbour. Take a few shots, which I'll be able to share with you. So I will be going on safari. I actually will be going on safari. I think I've mentioned in some of my previous videos I'll be going to Argentina. I'll be taking a Nikon camera for that, the Nikon ZF. But I will be doing a Central Australia trip shortly as well, to a place called Lake Eyre. And we've had a lot of flooding around the place in Australia. And we have these long flood seasons and we have these long drought periods as well. So this flood period that's been going on for about 5 years has meant that a lot of water's gone into a place called Lake Eyre, which is about 20 meters below sea level. All water from all over Australia, the mountain areas, all flows inland into this inland lake. When that happens, all sorts of bird life goes there. It's fantastic photography, great nature, lots of desert flora that only comes out, you know, once every 10 years or so. So I'm looking forward to doing some camping, doing some great photography out there, and some video work as well. There will be videos that come out on that, and I'm planning to use this camera, Safari, because I will be on safari. Finish off this video with some photographs from around the harbour, just for the fun of it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel. If it's the first time to my channel, you haven't already subscribed, then do press subscribe, press notifications, the bell. You'll be notified when the next video is out. Thanks again for watching, and enjoy the bit of a slideshow, bit of music. See you on the next video. Cheers, bye. Yes, when I head out for a bike ride around the harbour and grab my camera, I never know what I'm going to take, and I guess basically just ride around until you see something of interest, and then stop and then try and take a shot, try and create a creative shot of some kind. So it's always a bit of a mystery, but it's great just to get out and about and take and grab some shots. The 50mm focal length is usually my favourite. Gives me the most flexibility both in portrait photography. If I need something a bit wide angle, well, there is an option to do a panorama or to stitch a number of photographs together. And then if I need to crop in, well, you can quite easily crop, you know, to equivalent of about 100 millimeter focal length on the 50 millimeter focal length image. So there's a lot of latitude. Do you think these birds will let me photograph them? How close can you get? Will they stay there? No. All right, we'll move on. Oh, yes. Yes and no. Yeah, it's not unusual also with my photography is grab a location, stay there, stay quiet, and let the action come to me. We'll see whether that works or not. We'll move on.